For decades, Voyager 1 has drifted through the vast emptiness beyond our solar system, quietly transmitting data from the edge of everything humanity knows. It has become a ghost ship of sorts, launched by human hands, now largely forgotten by the public. Recently, however, a team of researchers revisited some of Voyager 1's old image sequences. Using a cutting-edge quantum artificial intelligence, they hoped only to enhance the old data with new tools, not expecting anything profound. Yet what they found was not just a clearer image, but a discovery. Something appeared in the pictures, something that hadn't been visible before. It was a pattern that defied explanation, not a glitch or artifact, but something that seemed to respond. This finding confirmed a chilling suspicion that had lingered for decades. Voyager 1 may not be alone out there. Even more unsettling was the implication that it may have been noticed. When Voyager 1 crossed into interstellar space in 2012, it marked a monumental achievement, humanity reaching into a realm untouched by any of our previous instruments or understanding. For years, the data seemed uneventful. Steady cosmic radiation, consistent plasma readings, and no visual anomalies. But with the new analysis by the quantum AI, a faint, recurring formation was found embedded in several frames captured between 2012 and 2015. It wasn't a smear, a lens flare, or a digital glitch. It was a symmetrical grid-like structure, barely perceptible but undeniably present once the AI synchronized patterns across multiple time-stamped images. What truly startled researchers was that this structure seemed to maintain a constant position relative to Voyager's motion. That meant it was either moving with the spacecraft or somehow anchored in space in a way that challenges all current understanding of interstellar physics. Initially, they thought the pattern might be some strange interference effect, a natural anomaly. But then they noticed something even more bizarre. Each time Voyager activated its instruments to scan a specific region, the anomaly shifted. Not randomly, but rhythmically. The structure appeared to realign itself slightly, as if it were responding to the observation itself. It wasn't just there, it was watching back. The AI detected correlations between the frequencies of Voyager's scans and the micro-adjustments in the anomaly's structure. These slight changes mirrored Voyager's telemetry signals with near-perfect alignment. The implications were eerie. This behavior resembled the observer effect in quantum mechanics, where the act of measurement alters the measured system. But this wasn't a quantum particle. Voyager was scanning expanses across kilometers. The anomalies consistent, repeatable. Reactions hinted at something else entirely. Something like a cosmic mirror or an entity designed to respond. As the quantum AI dug deeper, the anomaly's geometry began to reveal more than just a visual pattern. Spatial arrangements within the grid encoded numerical sequences. Not random noise, but deliberate constructs. Prime numbers appeared. Ratios matching the Fibonacci spiral emerged. Harmonics aligned with known physical constants. These patterns were hauntingly familiar. The same types of mathematical signatures that humanity included on Voyager's golden record. Our symbolic handshake to the cosmos, encoded in image, sound, and math. The probability of these patterns forming by random chance was virtually non-existent. If the anomaly was reflecting back these same universal constants, then the conclusion was inescapable. Something had not only received our message, but had responded. And it didn't answer in words, but in the universal language of mathematics. Faced with a discovery that didn't fit into any known physical framework, the research team proposed 3 theories, each more disquieting than the last. The first theory posited that the anomaly could be a passive remnant of some ancient galactic infrastructure, a gravitational mesh embedded in space-time, invisible to our instruments until now. The second theory suggested it might be an advanced civilization's dormant communication system, a beacon activated only by signals demonstrating intelligence, like Voyager's golden record. But the third theory was the most unnerving. It proposed that the anomaly wasn't a structure or a device, but a presence, an entity of sentient observation so far beyond our comprehension that it may not resemble life as we know it. In this view, Voyager 1 didn't encounter a thing. It crossed into a field of awareness, something that had existed long before us and had now turned its attention our way. Once the anomaly was identified, the team began compiling a confidential report, one never intended for public release. According to a reviewer of the draft, the report's tone wasn't scientific curiosity. It was unease. What disturbed the researchers most wasn't just the strange geometry or the symmetrical responses, but the silence. In some image sequences, Voyager's instruments should have recorded background radiation, cosmic dust, or infrared interference, but instead captured absolutely nothing. Not low signals, not blackness, nothing. A perfect void. These dead zones only appeared in frames containing the anomaly, implying it was interfering with or absorbing the surrounding radiation. It was as though space itself had folded in, not merely hiding something, but actively preventing interaction. These regions were unmeasurable, utterly blank, and that frightened the analysts more than any pattern or signal ever could. The team didn't stop with Voyager 1. They began sifting through data from other missions, Hubble, Spitzer, even Earth-based, radio telescope archives. What they uncovered was even more disconcerting. Faint echoes of the same geometric patterns, though weaker and more scattered, appeared in data from entirely different parts of the sky. Many had been previously dismissed as noise or calibration errors. But when reprocessed with the same quantum AI filters, the pattern re-emerged. It was fragmented, but unmistakably connected. This suggested the phenomenon wasn't unique to Voyager's location. It appeared to be widespread, possibly a kind of lattice across interstellar space. A structure not composed of matter, but of pattern and presence. The implications were staggering. This was no longer a single encounter. It was evidence of a broader structure, an awareness embedded into the galaxy itself. Something that had been there all along, undetected, until we finally knew how to listen. As the data accumulated, the team wrestled with a profound question. Was the anomaly a form of sentient intelligence, something capable of intent and awareness? Or was it something older, more primal? One theory emerged, that this wasn't an artificial construct in the traditional sense, but a self-replicating algorithm embedded in the fabric of space-time itself, a kind of ancient mechanism, part of the universe's operating system, a built-in observer that activates only when a signal matches specific thresholds, such as the prime sequences from the golden record. Under this theory, the anomaly isn't intelligent as we are, but it responds. It adjusts. It mirrors our structures and reflects them back, as if to say, "You are seen." If that's true, then Voyager 1 didn't find life. It found a mirror, not of our biology, but of our intent, our curiosity, our longing to reach outward. And the universe acknowledged that. As word of the anomaly spread quietly through scientific circles, a new debate began to take shape. Some argued for publishing the findings in the name of scientific transparency. Others insisted that such a revelation, especially without complete understanding, could lead to public panic, wild speculation, or outright dismissal. A few questioned whether humanity was even ready for such knowledge. Because if the anomaly is real, if it's truly a form of communication or recognition, then the implications reach beyond physics and astronomy. They touch something deeper, the philosophical, the spiritual, the very foundation of what it means to be human. If something noticed Voyager, then the universe is not silent. It's not empty. It's a stage. And someone or something has just drawn back the curtain and turned toward the audience. For decades, Voyager 1 has traveled silently, a witness to the stars, a messenger sent on behalf of all humanity. carries our dreams, our mathematics, our greetings etched onto a golden record. We launched it into the unknown with hope, hope that someone might one day listen. Now perhaps something has. This anomaly, this impossible pattern hidden in the cosmic depths is not just a curiosity. It may be a response, not in sound, not in symbols, but in something older and more universal: recognition. Whether it is intelligence in the sense we understand or something more ancient and elemental, we cannot yet say. But what is certain is this: Voyager didn't just cross into interstellar space, it crossed into awareness, and that changes everything.